And we're live and very excited to be here. Thank you for all of you who are listening on LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, and for everybody that registered on Everbright. So today is a very special day for me. It's 3.5 years worth of long and hard work that's finally there as something tangible for everybody to consume. So thank you for being with us. And also thank you for my guests for being with us today. I'm going to jump straight in, and I don't want to bore you with a lot of detail about ADapT. This is basically just a quick session to introduce ADapT to the world, and then some initiatives around ADapT. And then I'd like to introduce you to some special people who's also involved in the ADapT journey. So without any further ado, welcome to the premiere of ADapT, the first time that we're showing it to the world. And if I may just give you a quick overview of what ADapT is all about. So ADapT stands for Agile Digital Transformation. But we believe that transformation is actually a model imperative. If you look at all of the data out there and the consensus that organizations who are unable to transform to be proper digital citizens and taking part in the fourth industrial revolution are most likely going to close their doors. And if you look at the social impact of that, we believe that helping organizations to transform in a meaningful fashion to be able to become full digital citizens is a modeling imperative. Because if we don't, lots of people are going to lose their jobs. And so ADapT is more than just a commercial venture for us. It's actually a passion. It is a mission. It is something that we believe strongly in and would like organizations or to like people to help people achieve. The methodology, and it is a methodology, it is prescriptive, is a very, very simple but iterative way in which any organization can become a full digital age corporate citizen. It consists of 9 simple steps, 3 of them focusing on strategy. So let's say your digital strategy at first, but an organization ultimately should have one strategy, so it will be replaced by the organizational strategy. Then a focus on innovation as a means to transform an organization. And then the last 3 steps basically focuses on making it real, creating value for your customer, and in the process of doing so, creating value for the organization itself. Now, we specifically designed ADapT as a non-technical journey for any organization to take. So you don't have to be an uber techie to be able to transform your organization. It's really simple, but because it is simple, it's iterative. So we make small little changes, but we keep on changing over time. So as soon as you get to step 9, we go back to step 1 and actually start all over again. Clear actions, very simple steps to take. Anybody can use it. So that was really the purpose, because when we completed the previous work that I worked on digital transformation, people said to us, "This is really wonderful. There's some really good content in here, but give us a template. Give us something really, really simple. We want something that is step number 1, 2, 3, and 4." And that was actually very difficult to do. It took us 3.5 years to get to that point where we can say, here is 9 simple steps that any organization can use to become a digital citizen. The exciting thing about ADapT is that we didn't want to create something that just my organization can use. So we officially also launching the ADapT Partner Program today, and the partner program is slightly different to many of the other programs out there that deals with intellectual property. One of my biggest bugbears in the past was, whenever there's a new set of guidance out, we tended to be one of the first organizations that would go to the market with that. And the moment we have success, droves of other organizations jumped onto the bandwagon, and it made it really difficult for us to get a return on investment. So what we decided to do is we're going to allow 50 very committed partners to work with us on this mission of ours to transform or help transform industrial age organizations. And it will be limited by region, giving everybody the opportunity to make an investment and get a return on investment. So if there are any of you who are interested in becoming part of the partner initiative, you're most welcome to contact us. As I said, there's 50 slots for the next 2 years at least. We want to build a community. We don't want partners to invest a bunch of money up front. We will rather together make this work. And as a community, help organizations to do the right thing and achieve the goals that they set out to achieve, to become digital leaders in their market space. Doesn't matter how hard we try, we must do it with our customers. So it's customer driven. Our role is basically there to support organizations, industrial age organizations, who's really battling with this conundrum of how do we become a digital organization. So there's 2 or 3 other things that we want to tell you about ADapT today. So the first exciting chapter is that next week we will launch specifically a program for organizational leadership to help bring them up to speed and on board to start initiatives in their own organizations to transform their organization from inside out, the way that it should be done. Our role as ADapT partners is to support you, is to help you, is to hold your hand. We cannot transform your organization, but we can help you to do it in the correct way. So we're sitting with years of experience with the partners who's already signed up, and it's really we're there to support you and to make it easier for you. So very excited about the launch of the new program, and a strange place to actually start the journey. Most people who writes intellectual property normally starts at the bottom. We decided we're going to start at the top, where the strategic decision should be made. And then today, if you go onto Amazon, the first ADapT book is available. If you part of the Kindle, what do they call it, premium program, I think. So that's the program where you can take books out as if it were in a library. You can immediately download the book and read it. The book is also available for sale as an ebook. And we're very proud to have the first batch of hard copies also available. Hard copies should be available soon from Amazon or from another publisher also. So I would encourage you to go to Amazon. The book's name is Competing in a Digital Future. It's a high-level view of everything that an organization needs to do to become a digitally transformed organization. It's tried, it's tested, it's 3 years of experimentation, trial and error, reading, research, and we know this is what works right now. And any organization can use it. You don't have to be super technical to be able to do this. The important thing about digital transformation is it's about changing the organization. It's about transformation first. Technology or digital is just the tool. So very excited about the book, and I would encourage you to download it or purchase it. And if you're part of the Kindle Unlimited scheme, you can download it and read it for free. And that brings me then to a very, very important acknowledgement. There was a bunch of people that helped us actually to get the book out there, and we owe them a debt of gratitude. A project like this is not something that can be driven by one or two people. We're really, really fortunate to have built a community around us, and our heartfelt gratitude to everybody who contributed. I'm not going to read everybody's names. The pictures on screen were those who were involved specifically in polishing the framework, editing it, making sure that we do it right, making sure that there's no errors in it. So to everybody who contributed, thank you so much. Without you, we couldn't have done it. Then, I suppose, last but not least, we're also very privileged to announce the first two partners that are joining the ADapT Partner Program. And we're really excited about what we're going to do together. Some of the faces that you've seen in the picture is actually part of these or are part of these partners. And first of all, I would like to welcome San Zupeng. San from the Digital Management Institute. I've known him for quite some time, spent some time with him in Shanghai also. If you would like to say a few words about who you are, what you are doing, and why you thought it was a good idea to be part of the ADapT Partner Program.
Sure. Thanks, Johan. Hello, everybody. It really was a great pleasure and privilege for me being part of the journey. Actually, I'm working for Exxon for Asia and China, but also I'm working for Digital Management Institute as community to promote the digital transformation. This is known formally as Best Practice Alliance IT Management Alliance. It was formed on 2014. We are focused promoting the international body of knowledge in China with many stakeholders, body of knowledge, IP owners. And recently, we have refocused from the IT management to digital management. And here is the photo that you can see a few people that from internationally, from the body of knowledge institution, and also local experts who joined the kickoff events back on 2014, where you see Suzanne Van Ho was also there at that time. He was presenting. He's also one of the contributors in ADapT book. Next, from here, we moved on. Digital Management Institute is focused on specialized in promoting the international body of knowledge, frameworks, and knowledge like ADapT from different kind of perspective. From, like, for example, community, we work with DevOps Days. We introduced DevOps Days in China, promoting DevOps, also with the Sophia Foundation, IFDC for Verizon, and like Gaming Works that we know they produce simulations. Other than that, we also work with the publishers. So with like IT Governance, Van Haren, Dora for DevOps book, IT Revolutions. So we are bring those literatures, bestsellers on the domain of IT management and digital management to China. We publish locally in the Chinese language to promoting the adoption of those frameworks. So today we're very happy and to see we are also going to embrace ADapT as one of the new method and models for digital transformation, especially it's very non-technical. Other than that, I'm also promoting certification around it as part of the value chain. Actually, I know Johan was also because of excellence Verizon program. We met each other in person also in Shanghai, like Johan mentioned. That's where we launched the Verizon Unwrapped and Apply book, which also I remember that Johan mentioned ADapT already in that book. And after that event, and this event was launched in front of like 300 Chinese CIOs. On the people on the stage, you see Johan, myself, and also like the digital transformation officer from BMW China and China Petrols and Shell China. So a lot of C-levels people who also joined localization of that book at that time, where it's a second version book. And after that, Johan also did a trainer workshops for Verizon. So actually, Verizon is doing really well today in China. But on the other hand, we see the new method book ADapT is very complementary to for the organizations who are trying to implementing the digital transformation journey. Like Johan said, a lot of people view digital transformation as on the technology part, like blockchain, AI. We call this like a surface of iceberg, but underneath the leadership, the organization, the culture, structure, which are the bottleneck. It's also the reason of the many failures of the digital transformation. So I think with this ADapT model with the next steps is very simple and straightforward. It will help the C levels going through the journey of digital transformation. So that's why from our community perspective, we are going to embrace that. I also very pleased to tell Johan we are happy to translate, localize, and publish this book in Chinese language, and we will promote it also to the Chinese CXOs. So back to you, Johan.
Thank you very much, Son. And yeah, guys, yeah, as Son said, this volume was a lot of work. ADapT is not there to replace it. ADapT is one of the ways that you can do what we talked about in Verizon. Um, so I would still encourage you to actually read the Verizon books. There's a lot of lessons to be learned from there. The purpose of ADapT as a model is really to have a very simple starting point. And then as you iteratively go through the steps, it becomes better and better and better. And as you grow, you would clearly need to expand your horizons and get some guidance at a broader level. And whether that is in ITIL 4 or in VeriSim or in other good guidance out there, yeah, this doesn't replace it. This is really the bare minimum that you should do as an organization who wants to transform digitally. So we really, really chuffed to have the Digital Management Institute on board as one of our launch partners. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you, Son. It was really great for you guys to be on board and to be actively on board. Yeah, to jump in and say, let's get it done, let's get it translated, let's get it promoted, let's make a difference. Thank you for that. And then, very, very excited to also tell you about our next launch partner. Um, some of you may know who's involved here, but old friends, new friends. In fact, one of the principles is the reasons why I do what I do today. Thank you, David. And Synexios is now active in the US market, the UK market, and also in Bulgaria. So over to you.
Thank you, Hun. I think I'm going to speak on behalf of both Dave and myself when we say we were very, very honored to be part of the review of the ADapT publication, as well as being part of this launch. So thank you very much for that. I think for us, Dave and I have spoken about this really extensively, and both of us have experienced within our careers a number of challenges that organizations have at this point. We've experienced it directly at the coalface, but also seen the symptoms of it. And organizations know that they need to change. They know that they need to do something different, but some of them don't know how to do it or what to do or what's the next step. And Sun touched on this when he said the technology is just the tip of the iceberg, and that's certainly something that David and I have seen many times through our career. So technology, yes, is part of the answer, but it's not the entire answer, and you need so much more than technology to actually drive that real value from your digital initiatives, whether that is something as simple as, I don't know, a chatbot, or moving to the cloud but more complicated, or indeed other digital initiatives. It requires a lot more than just the technology to get the results that people are looking for. I'm going to hand over to David, and David, maybe you'd like to talk a little bit about the challenge and the ADapT solution and why we're excited about it.
Yeah, thanks, Mark, and thank you, Johan, also for including us in this. This is a very big honor and privilege. So from our point of view, and from my point of view, I've been involved in writing ITIL books. Digital and IT Strategy was one of the books that I was involved in writing. And, I think we all understand that we have to change. And we all understand that innovation is happening at such a rapid rate that if we don't keep up with it, we run the risk of going out of business, of ceasing to exist. So for us, the sustainability of organizations in a very fast changing world is critical. And the problem is that in the past, historically, we've tended to think about these things in very complex ways. So we start implementing, for example, an ITIL process. And before you know it, we've got into so much detail that it becomes quicksand. We're buried in these overly complex solutions. And I think what ADapT does is it gives us a way of really moving quickly and in a very simple way. Simple not meaning unimportant, but meaning direct, straightforward, unambiguous way of getting things done, and avoiding being caught by those quicksands. I think one of the key terms that is used in the book is that of evolution and revolution. And certainly we all agree that we're in the middle of a revolution. It's been going on for some time. Revolution means that some things will die and be replaced by other things. And that is exactly what we're facing. So the really important thing about this book is don't be the thing that is being replaced. Be the thing that survives or grows within this new environment. And that's really what the solution is all about for us. The thing I love about it is that it is simple, straightforward, clear, easy to execute compared with a lot of other approaches. And it is scalable or portable across many different types of organization. It is truly I would say, Johan, a masterpiece in that respect. I think you have achieved what many have tried to do and not done. So we're very proud to be part of this and very proud to introduce our clients to this approach. So let's talk a little bit more about us. Why Synexios? And Mark, I'm going to hand back to you for this.
Thank you, Dave. I think, as we've been building our foundations and growing as a business ourselves over this last year, there's been a number of different aspects that we've been looking at that form part of what a successful digital organization requires really to make that happen. And our focus is not on the technology itself, because there are so many organizations out there that actually do a really good job of providing technology consulting and advisory services. Where our focus is on the other aspects that are really required for achieving that value for the customer and for the business. And our offerings at this point in time, up until today, have included digital and IT strategy. Clearly, it's a strong forte of Dave's in the organization. In addition to that, enterprise service management, looking at cloud strategy and management, very important aspect and part of an organization's journey. But obviously also always underpinned by what are those services and what is that value stream that an organization uses to deliver that value to the customer at the end of the day. And so part of that, of course, is having some level of tooling and automation to make that happen. But I think it really comes back to ways of working. How are people and organizations working together? What are the new ways of working that an organization needs to adopt, to evolve and be able to support that? And ADapT came along. We thought we were definitely missing something in the puzzle here, but ADapT came along to us a few months ago. Johan presented us some early manuscripts of that, and both of us were astounded really about the way that it actually brings all of these different elements together into a true digital transformation. So from our perspective, we feel that the ADapT capability that we now have and are able to offer our clients really complements all of these 7 different areas that you see on the screen around it. But there's a corollary to that, which is our experience and our capabilities in all of these different areas help us to deliver a better ADapT experience for those customers as well. So there's a connection between all of these different elements, as there is in any system. There's always connection between different elements, and that for us is hugely exciting about becoming an ADapT partner and being able to offer that to our clients. David, anything that you'd like to add to that?
I think, just to say that for this to be successful, it's not just service management. It's not just cloud management. This is all about how to take all of the resources at your disposal and be successful by using them in the right way. And so that's really what we're focused on. It's about putting all of these things into the right perspective so that the organization is sustainable, that it can grow and be successful.
So in terms of our delivery team, clearly there's David and myself as the principals and co-directors of Synexius. David is based in the US, I'm based in the UK, which gives us quite a nice geographic spread as well. Clearly our expertise is there on the screen. Obviously David is a lead editor of 2 recent publications, Digital and IT Strategy that came out last year, and Acquiring and Managing Cloud Services that should be launched this week, we believe. So very excited to have the ADapT capability that we can add to our experience and offerings as well. In addition to that, we have 2 additional affiliate partners that are with us on the next slide. David Barrow, who is a highly experienced independent consultant in service management and enterprise service management. He is based in the UK, but a highly respected, I believe also a contributor to Verisum as well. He's also been part of the review team for ADapT. So very excited to be able to work with David for our clients. And additionally, we have Nicola, who is based in Bulgaria. Nicola is a highly experienced service management consultant, digital transformer, as it were, but also Verisum certified, and again a reviewer of the ADapT piece of work. So very excited to have both David and Nicola as part of our delivery team that we're able to offer to our clients. David, anything further from you?
No,
Great, thank you. So if any of this excites you, you're based in the UK or the US, do get in touch with us. There is our website, and you can find us on LinkedIn as well.
Brilliant. Thank you, guys. And once again, both of the two organizations really exciting for us to have you as part of our launch partners. Awesome capabilities, awesome people, and it's great to have you as part of the core of the family. Thank you very much for that. So, if there's anybody following and wants to ask a question, you're most welcome to do so now. I don't know if there's anything that came in on any of the feeds. Otherwise, maybe just a quick little thing from my side. There's really two individuals that I need to say a very special thanks to, and they've been the long-suffering partners in the ADapT journey that motivated me and helped me for the last 2.5 years, and quite often told me, no, not that, go back to the drawing board. But for both of you, Suzanne van Hove, and for my dear friend Richard de Kok, a really special thank you for your contribution. This wouldn't have been possible without your help. Long-suffering partners for 3.5 years. Thank you. So the book is out there. It's available. The guidance is available. You're more than welcome to reach out to any of our partners or to me directly. And we hope to be filling in the blanks in terms of the partner network very soon and have capability all over the globe. So if you need local help, it should be available soon also. And I think that's a wrap then. Thank you very much for being with us today. I'm really excited about this. We really want to make a difference. I think all of us are excited to help you
Before you
make
wrap
the
up,
best of your organization. Yeah, because really it is about your organization and making a difference in your organization. Sorry, Mark.
Johan, sorry to interrupt. Before you wrap up, there is one question that's come in. Mohammed would like to know if the book is going to be available in hard copy.
Yes, the book will be available in hard copy soon. We're waiting for the proofs. And the moment we've actually had a look at the proofs, we can press the button for it to go live. For now, unfortunately, I can ship from South Africa. So the proofs that I'm waiting for is not the books that was printed locally in South Africa. You can see the format is slightly different. But if you desperately need a copy now, I can ship from South Africa. Just bear in mind, if you're part of the Kindle Library program, you can download the book now, today, for free. And I see there's a comment from another dear old friend of mine, and he from working together in South Africa and Dubai. Stefanus, glad to see you here. I miss those days in the hot summer Dubai sun. Kenda, thank you for joining us today. Appreciate it. Thank you for everybody. And we're going to wrap it up now. Thanks for everybody attending. Thanks for my special guests. It is really awesome to see you all here. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Johan. Bye bye.